ATM, Financial Education About the Money.
Hi, I'm Lexi Carr, and I'm the Wealth Management Assistant.
And I'm Nathan Ummel, and I'm the Client Success and Portfolio Coordinator.
Today, we are going to talk about investing for the future. So, Nathan, why invest?
Well, investing is, first of all, it's a great option to let your money work for you. A lot of people, their only source of income is ever from their hard work, that every minute of their time equals the amount of money they're going to get. And if you take some of your earnings and you put it in the market, that market has the potential to provide value to you over time through those compounding returns, which people talk about all the time. It's a little bit of a confusing concept, but essentially, if your money is in the market and it's growing at a 5% rate, you take your money, you take the 5% rate that you earned, and then that's invested and you earn an additional 5%, and that money just grows over time.
Thank you for the explanation. If an employer offers a 401k plan, should I utilize it?
Yes, you should definitely always take up 401k plans. They're always a good investment, and there's a few different reasons that you should do that. People struggle with disciplined saving for the future, and a 401k plan is a very easy way for you to set aside money from every paycheck and take that money, put it in the market. Like we said last time, that money is going to provide value for you. And it's an easy way of, instead of having it come to your bank account and then you having to make that decision, it just automatically gets put into a 401k, automatically gets invested, and therefore it's working well for you. The second reason is that there's a lot of tax advantages to 401ks. Whether you're putting it into a traditional 401k or a Roth 401k, either way, you're having taxes that are deferred or paid now for the future, and so you can have tax-free money in the future. A lot of employers offer 401k matches on their 401k investments. If they offer that, then it's essentially them offering you free money. And the way those work is they generally match up to a certain percentage of what you contribute. So if you contribute 3% of your paycheck, the employer might match that 3%. So it's essentially a 3% pay raise for you in a year, and you want to take advantage of that. And if you don't take advantage of it, then you're not going to get that money.
That sounds amazing. What are the different types of investments in your suggestions?
So it's a little bit hard to, I'm not going to name them all, but kind of the big categories are stocks, bonds, CDs, cryptocurrencies, derivatives. So there's like everything ranging from very simple to very complex. However, history shows that there's a few different types of investments that kind of stick out, that perform better. So stocks and bonds are the ones that consistently perform better than these other investment alternatives. And history shows us that over a long period of time, in the 5, 10, 15-year periods, stocks and bonds do consistently outperform these other types. That doesn't mean that they perform better every single year, but that means that over time, they do consistently perform better. And that's exactly what we do here at CNB Wealth Management, is we use academic research to make the best investment plans for each of our clients. So we take what they have, we take what we know about the market, and we craft a financial plan for each client. And that is focused on stocks and bonds because academic research does show that they are the best.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for telling us CNB's philosophy on investing. What is risk in diversification?
Inside of those portfolios that I was just talking about with the stocks and the bonds, there is risk. That risk is, well, there's a couple different types of risk. One is just volatility risk. So stocks and bonds can go up and down. It's not a consistent growth all the time. There is risk of waves in your investment. The risk that most people think about when they're dealing with investing is the risk of losing money. There is always the possibility that that those values of the investments will decrease. However, the long-term goal of the market, the long-term value of the market is that those assets do appreciate. Like I was saying, 5, 10, 15-year periods, stocks and bonds do perform very well. We can see how that plays out in the S&P 500, which is kind of the most known stock index, which has 500 of the biggest companies in the world. And the S&P 500, over its entire history, dating back to 1926, there's only been 2 10-year periods in which that has had a negative return. And those are the Great Depression and the Great Recession. Yep. So not surprising when those happened.
Yes.
That just shows you those are 10-year increments. So you just move to the next year and they've got a positive return again. the risk of losing money, if you keep your money in the market, the risk of that actually dropping for a consistent amount of time is very low. So then to move to diversification, what we do at CNB Wealth Management is we invest in mutual funds. Mutual funds have thousands of holdings inside of one fund that we buy. So you're diversified across industries, you're diversified across countries. That way you're able to capture the global returns. What we do is we diversify across everything. We invest thousands of companies, and yet we still have one investment philosophy, which is what's so great, is we take thousands of companies, we're not just picking them randomly. We've got one thing that we're looking for in those companies. So we're going out and grabbing those companies, and we know that, again, back to that academic research, that those are going to perform the best.
Yes. Awesome. I like when they say, what goes down must come back up.
Yes, that's exactly what you need to hear from the market. And what a lot of people do need to hear is it doesn't stay down forever.
Yes, that's exactly it. If you have any questions, please reach out to the CNB Wealth Management Department.
Securities and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not being guaranteed, subject to investment risk, may lose value.